Okay, so in my previous video, I talked about the CloudShield policies, and in this video, we will cover the custom policies, how you can create the custom policies, or how you can attach it with an account, how you can put it into the detection mode and then into the enforcement mode. If you want to add some exceptions to the custom policy, then how you can do that. So we are going to cover all of these points in this video. Okay, cool. So we are already at this page, which is the Cloud Shield rules. So this is a global rules page which contains all the custom policies or custom rules that we have created, and also the predefined policies or the predefined rules that we have created for all clouds, for AWS, Azure, and GCP. Okay. So on this page, we have this button, Add Custom Policy. Okay. So if we click on that, so you can give it a policy name, the description, the selected cloud type, and then the resource type and everything. Okay, so let's take one custom policy for example. Let's say we want to create a policy where no user should be having the administrator access apart from, let's say, two exceptions that we want to put. Let's say if you want to have test admin username and test admin one username. So these two users can have the admin access. Apart from that, no other user should be having it. Okay, so this is the policy title that we can take. Remove admin access apart from the users put in exception. Okay, we'll just simply use the same description, and then the cloud type would be AWS, and then this policy would be applied on IAM users. Okay, now whatever cloud type that we select here, this will show us all the companies. So right now we only have one company, so it's showing company X, and then below that it's showing all the AWS accounts because we have selected AWS from here. If there are multiple companies, then you will see one company and then all the AWS accounts, and then another company, and then another company. So you can basically choose all of the accounts where you want to apply this policy. Okay. Now there are two ways to create the policies. One way is to, if you have the code already, then you can just simply put it, and then here another button will appear, validate and dry run policy, and then it will tell you if your policy has some kind of issues or some kind of errors, so that you can fix it, and then you can just simply save it. Another way is to generate the policies using our AI. Okay, so I already have this AI editor open here. You can just simply open it using this uh, button, and I also have already defined uh, the string, the prompt that I have used before. So I'll just show it to you here. So it says AWS create user policy that removes admin access from any user except username test admin and test admin one. So these would be two users which we don't want to include while the remediation is being applied. While the administrator access policy would be removed, we don't want to use these two usernames. Okay, so let's see what it shows here. So the resources would be aws.im user, which is fine. This is given one name, which is also fine. Now here you will see two main keys here. One is the actions, another is the filters. So let's just talk about the filters quickly. Filters, in filters we basically define those conditions, those parameters, those attributes on which we want to say that this policy is actually getting violated. So basically this filter will filter out all the IAM users apart from these two, because where it says username not in these two values, and the policies are applied to those users, administrator access. So it will filter out all of these users apart from these two and the other users who are having the administrator access policy. Okay, so this would be the detection. How would you detect it? And then under the actions, these are the remediation section, and the remediation action would be whatever results or results that you got from the filters, you can just simply detach the administrator access. Okay, so this will go ahead and this will just remove that policy. Now I'll just validate it. Okay, it says successfully validated. I'll just copy this from here, or I can just simply copy it. We'll go back to the previous screen, which is this. So it says you can do the dry run and validation for this policy. I can just simply validate it. It says the policy JSON is valid. I'll just apply it to my AWS account. You can select multiple and then you can just simply create the policy. Policy successfully created. Okay, it comes here at the top. Now, if you look at this part, then it says review pending. Okay, so whenever I create a policy and I apply it to multiple accounts, company accounts, so the other users will have an option to review it before we finally apply it. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you are managing 2 or 3 companies and I accidentally have selected one account and that account should not be seeing this policy, right? So to avoid those kind of accidents, to avoid those kind of mistakes, we have introduced one step, which is the review. So now I can just review it. I can say, okay, this is the policy, this is the title, and yes, we are going to apply on these accounts. If you feel then that's fine, then you can just simply hit the apply button. If you want to review the code, then you can go back, just click on this button, and then you will see the code. Okay, so you can review the code also. When you feel everything is good, then you can just go back to the review screen and then you can just simply hit the apply button. So now you will see this is the custom policy for this company, and then the selected accounts, whatever we selected, this is applied. The review pending status has gone. Okay, so remember this is the global page of the rules. So it shows all the policies to which companies this is applied to. Now if I go to the enforce policies and if I select the custom rule, okay, so as soon as I hit the apply button, then you will see the policy that I just created, it's showing me. Okay, it's here, you can see it for Ankit AWS account. Now from the next time, as soon as I make any changes in my IAM user section for this account, so along with the other policies, this policy would also be detected, tested, and then if you if you want to enforce it, then we can just simply enforce it also. So this would be enforced also. Okay, so from when I click on the applied button, then this policy comes here into the detection mode. You can see this is not in enforce mode right now. This is only into the detection mode. So if I want, I can just simply enforce it. If I don't want to enforce it right now, then it will go into the detection mode and it will keep giving me the alarms that these many users are there which are there with the administrator access, but it will not remove the admin access until I hit this button and click on the apply button. So now I have enforced it. Now you can just simply say it's the enforced account, Ankit AWS, and that's how that would be enforced now. Okay, I think, yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much.